hand. She really made the Woolworth counter shine. And he was a street romancer, and her Don could dance her. They waltzed the aisles of the Five and Dime, singing, dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance a little closer tonight, dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time, love's on sale tonight at the Five and Dime. Steel guitar, Mama cried 'cause he played in the bars and kept young Reed out at night. So they married up in Abilene, lost a child in Tennessee. Through it all, their love survived, 'cause they'd sing, dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance a little closer tonight, dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time, love's on sale tonight at the Five and Dime. One of the boys in Eddie's band took a shine to Rita's hand, so Eddie ran off with the bass man's wife. Oh, but he was back by two, singing a different tune, sporting Miss Rita by his side. And now they sing, dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance a little closer tonight, dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time, love's on sale tonight at the Five and Dime. And he traveled the foreign band till arthritis took his hand, and he sells insurance on the side. Rita's got a house to keep, she writes dime-star novels about a love so sweet. At night they dance to the radio, singing, dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance a little closer tonight, dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time, love's on sale tonight at the Five and Dime. Dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance a little closer tonight, dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time, love's on sale tonight at Five and Dime. Peter was 16 years, he's alive, chestnut hair. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I told you earlier that I hitchhiked all over the place. I hitchhiked across the country with my husband in the middle of winter. I don't know what we were thinking, going across the northern route. And we had some hairy times, quite hairy actually. And then when I had kids, I even hitchhiked with my kids. Back then it was a whole different scene, and it was actually okay to do that. So The other day, I picked this kid up hitchhiking. I asked him how old he was. He told me he was 23. And he got in my car, and he started telling me all his stories, all about his life and all the cool travels he'd had. And I listened for a little while, you know, patiently waiting my turn. And the kid never stopped. He just kept going on and on. And so I finally turned to him and I was like, you know, I've been there. And you have no idea what you're missing out on by not listening when you get picked up. You have no idea who I am or what I've done. And so I told him a story of being picked up in Salt Lake City. Paul and I were on our way to the airport to try and air hitchhike a ride to the San Francisco area. I'd gotten this book called The Great Escape from a, Doubleday book club or something. And it was this really cool hippie guide to everything you could ever want to do. And they said, yeah, if you're hitchhiking around, you get tired of sticking out your thumb, go to the airport and ask the charter planes if they'll give you a ride. Yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, you know what? We never made it to the airport because we were hitching a ride to the airport, and this guy picked us up and said, I've been welding all over the world. I just got off the Alaskan pipeline. I'm lonely, and I have so many stories. If you ride with me to Sacramento, I'll pay your way, put you up in a motel room overnight. This guy fed us. He gave us money to gamble with in Reno, even. And the deal was, all we had to do was listen to his stories. They were amazing stories. I'm so sorry I didn't keep a journal at the time, because, the details get a little fuzzy from back in that time. But I did remember when I was writing the memoir about this, I remembered that his name was Ray. I was amazed that I remembered his name. And he had welded underwater in the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Indian Ocean, and the Caribbean and Mediterranean seas. And he was estranged from his family and looking for his kids, trying to find his kids. So I told this guy, you know what? The kid that I picked up, I said, it's not your turn yet to be the guide. You're supposed to be listening and gathering all these stories. And when you get to be my age, man, you're going to have a whole passel of them, and then it's your turn.
Right on.
Right?
Yeah.
So he listened to me, and he listened to my stories, and he asked a lot of questions. And then when I dropped him off, I took him almost all the way to the Vermont border, because I felt like after harassing the hell out of him, I should give him a good ride. And I've been there, needing those rides. So when he got out of the car, he thanked me and he hugged me, and then he came back and he hugged me again and he thanked me again, and I could tell that I really made a difference.
Cool.
Yeah. So this song is called Always on the Run. He was walking along, wanting a ride. I pulled my car over and let him inside. He hopped in the car at just 23. He wanted to tell all his stories to me. He was young, he had stars in his eyes, he was learning to fly. He didn't know why he was always on the run. I listened a while, then turned and I said, you have no idea what's inside my head. The stories I have, the places I've gone. When I was your age, I was just like you, son. I was young, I had stars in my eyes, I was learning to fly. I didn't know why I was always on the run. When I was a kid, I still can't believe the things that I did. I wanted a ride, so I stuck out my thumb. Never considered it might have been dumb. I was young, I had stars in my eyes, I was learning to fly. I didn't know why I was always on a bit rough. Just when I thought that I'd had enough, a poem came to rhyme that took me away. I wanted to see what he had to say. I was young, I had stars in my eyes, I was learning to fly. I didn't know why I was always on the run. Then I realized that I wanted to see the world for the people and their most beautiful lives. I didn't expect he'd open my eyes. He talked and he drove as I watched the sky, falling asleep, but I needed to hear all of his stories from over the years. I was young, I had stars in my eyes, I was learning to fly. Didn't know why I was always on the run. Now you are young, you have stars in your eyes, and you're learning to fly. Don't know why you're always on the run.
We get it almost every night when that moon is big and bright. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. They keep things loose, they keep it light. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep it light. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Like our fun and never fight. You can't dance and stay uptight. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Almost every night when that moon is just a sliver. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. love that song. It's a pagan wonder.